This is board. Bring Zafina. Alright, let's look at Alisa. So now, with Alisa, if I have Rage, and I'm running, I can now do that. That's really good. So then what it means, because a lot of people like to duck for this at range with Alisa, and the way you can counter that is, of course, this. But it does 38 damage, which is nice, but if they block it, you lose your turn, and it's 38 damage at versus launch punish. So it's not terrible, but it's not great. But now that she has Rage and this bug is fixed, now you can do that and get a combo when you have Rage if they're trying to duck this high. So that's nice. But then again, at the same time, if you try mixing up with the high when you're in Rage and they duck it, then you die. So... but that's a bug fix. So whatever. Alright, 2, 3, 4. Shorten the recovery time by 3 frames. Let's look at this then. Let's turn God off, because the idea here is that this person's a fucking moron. So you get a guaranteed follow-up now. Still not good. 3-2 is now a 13 frame punish. And it's now +5. Wow, yeah, you can feel the difference in that. God damn. Alright. That's really nice. 4-3-2, so this does less damage now. Also, you're not in chainsaws anymore. Ooh, when you do the 3. Oh, but you don't get the follow-up. So, I have to turn Rage off. So that's 52 damage now. Which is still above average for a 14 frame punish. I think that's fine. But you don't get any follow-ups off that. But, theoretically... could do something like that. Kinda sucks that she loses her chainsaws when she does that, but it's not all that bad. Alright, 4-3-1 + 2. It now sends an opponent spinning when in midair, and change the opponent's behavior when hit. Also, they don't get a hard knockdown, they spin now when they're on the ground. Okay. Weird. $55 damage. So, then if you're off axis, because previously the best thing you could really get off axis was this. So now, oops. You don't get that full thing. That goes over them. Yeah, that doesn't really give you anything better, does it? From side turn. That's what I was hoping for. That would give you a better combo from side, from an off-axis combo, but it doesn't. Yeah. There was a bit of lag. Let me make sure that the audio isn't off sync again. It's off sync again. Okay, cool. It's not. Yay. I closed the patch notes. Hold on a sec. So I don't think this is actually going to change her combos too much. I think... Well, let's see what it does at the wall. Like, what does it mean for wall combos? I don't think that's gonna change. I don't think that tail spinning is going to do anything. Alright, so then what? We can do that. That's now a 16 frame punish, I just realized. Wow. Holy shit. Did you see that? That's 74 damage. That's a lot of moolah. And by itself, that's 64. So that means this is Alisa's new 16 frame punish. Right? This is natural on normal hit, right? Yeah, this is Alisa's 16 frame punish now. This knee is 16 frames. I'm not remembering that incorrectly, am I? I don't think I am. But normally when you do a 16 frame punish, then this is your combo. And it does 61 damage. But this... that does 64. So now that is her 16 frame punish, back 4-4. Weird. You can also do this, but the great thing about back 4-4 is that... So, here. So, Alisa's down forward 2, because it's safe, doesn't launch crouching opponents. That's just how down forward 2s work. But, back 4 will launch crouching opponents. So, this was already an amazing whiff punish for Alisa. So now Alisa has one of the best whiff punishes in the game, and she has amazing wall carry, and, like, look at this shit. 74 damage. And she has a new 16 frame punish, back 4-4. That's huge. Wow, that is big. I want to get them a little bit closer to the wall here. Then you get an Oki off that too. Wow, this is huge. This is... You don't really get a wall combo unless you're far away from the wall, but wow. Yeah, so you don't get a combo off that either. Which makes sense. That would be weird. But you can still do that. Okay, so it didn't remove that completely. Yeah, you don't have the range to be able, well, not the range, but the height to be able to do that. So, that's why you don't do it off this, though, because you can get a bad combo and that doesn't do as much damage. But, yeah, that's, especially with the damage increase, that's huge. That's a bigger buff than I was imagining. That's, wow, holy shit. Let me... look at her frame dial real quick to make sure this is 16 frames, because I really can't believe that it is. It's gonna turn out that's 18 or something. But even if it's 18, this is still an amazing whiff punish too. So, I mean, just look at the range it has. Look at that. Look at that range. This is gonna be the best whiff punisher in the entire game. This is gonna be better than Law's 3+4-4. 100%. Because it gives you a full launcher. As a whiff punish. From this range. Look at that shit. That is fucked up. My god. Back 4, 15 to 16 frames depending on range. So if you're close to your opponent, then this could be a 15 frame punish. So what's something with Alisa that's minus 15? Man, she doesn't have much. She has 17, she has 16, but 15? That's a tall order. I don't know. Let me look. RB Norway is getting flooded right now. I can't open it. Alright, let's search minus 15. God, she has so much variable frame data. Alright, Fort 4 on its own is minus 15 to 14, so let's do that. That was a jump. Nice. Close range punish. 15 frames. Look at that. That is fucking obscene. 15 frame punish at close range. 16 frame whiff and longer range punish. Like from here at 16 frames. Oh my god. That's huge. I'm Alisa's going to be high tier. Holy shit. That is fucking... wow. That's more than I could have ever guessed. Jesus Christ. Wow. Oh my god. That really is obscene. It really is. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh, and then here's another thing to think about. Let's have her move a little bit this way. I don't want a wall splat. Okay, so here's another thing to think about. Is this the right range for down 3? No. So Alisa has a specific range where if she uses down 3 and she's at just the perfect range for it, and the one's guarantee it doesn't put them at that range. Okay, so then the other thing I gotta wonder then, the other thing about this that I didn't even think of until now, is what if she cancels it? What can you do? I imagine you can jab her out of it. But like, say she does that, right? Because normally this is launch punishable. Oh my god, the animation looks exactly the same. You can float her, but it's already punishable, so there's no reason to never go into the stance, really. And then think about it like this. If you go into the stance over and over again, they're going to be reacting to the stance, because otherwise they're going to get hit. They have not react, they have to anticipate you going into boot. So what that means then is you primarily go into boot after this every time. Can you hit confirm the boot? Well, of course you can. But you primarily go into boot every time you do this. Every single time you want to do this, you always go into boot. And the reason why is because they have to anticipate you going into boot in order to jab you out. So what that means then is if you do that and they start doing stuff, then you can stop and then do a wall running 2. And catch them off guard. Holy fuck. This is good. This is... Fuck me. Alisa's gonna be top... Alisa is gonna be top tier. Holy fuck. Alisa is fucking buff. Holy shit. Alright. I'm gonna go backwards real quick. So, that's just... Like, you get the same combo off it. Okay, so here's the thing with this, then. So, basically, what you can do... is you can do these feints. And normally, it's like I said in the patch notes. You can keep doing this, but they can just stand still because you don't really have any lows. But now, you can do that. So now they have to anticipate a mix-up. So if you're... So not only are you mixing them up with your movement, but now you also have a low-mid mix-up out of this. And don't forget that she has a launch out of this as well. Does 38 damage. So... That's pretty good. Alright, this is now a 13-frame punish. Shorten the recovery animation by 1 frame when the move hits. Change the opponent's behavior when hit. It's the same. This is the same. Oh, they get pushed back just a little bit more. Okay. On the very last hit. Shorten the opponent... Or change... Yeah, I read that already. Change the move to send the opponent spinning when it hits them in midair. I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong change. Hold on. Oh, it's down forward 1+2. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Or was I going backwards again? I think I was going backwards again. Alright, so this... That's the thing you can do, I guess. So, what combo possibilities here? I guess if you got the wall. But then you don't really get much of a follow-up at the wall. So I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is. Oh! Okay, well, the problem there is that you already get a full combo off this, so... Oh, but you couldn't hit confirm it before. And it does similar damage. So now you can do this, and then do that. Oh! But couldn't you do that before? With this. Yeah, you could have done that before with that. But, oh, but you didn't get the full combo. That's right. But now you do. Okay. And yeah, down forward 1+2 makes them do this spin now. So you don't get a guaranteed down 1 after, which is what I had assumed. But it's -13, so I think that's fine. And increase the range of the attack. Not by much. Yeah, it can't be by much. Yeah, it seems about the same. Down back 2-2. That was just a bug fix. This recovers 5 frames faster. Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Delay the timing at which opponents count as being mid-air after counter hit by 1 frame. Okay. So that doesn't change anything. I'm guessing it's because that the back 4-4 previously wouldn't work properly, so that's why they did that. So that doesn't change anything. Up forward 3 is now 17 frames. God damn, you can feel that. So something I didn't think about, which is true, because I don't really use this in combos. I don't use Cradle Star in combos anymore. Or anymore, I never really did. But you can use these in combos now. So, like, for example, this was not something you could do before as a combo. That just wasn't something you could do. You cannot do down forward 2 into Cradle Star. That just wasn't possible, but now it is. So... I don't know why I did that, thinking about it. That works. That's an off-axis combo. You have to step a little bit forward, but that's an off-axis combo. It does the same damage as that, though. But maybe, because it's less hits... 52 damage. So the reason why you didn't do that into forward 4-3-4-4 before is because they got pushed back so far. You had to be at a very close range to do that, and it was hard for the 2 extra points of damage. So that's why I didn't do it. But now you can do this, and that's pretty easy to do. Yeah, 52 damage. So there are definitely combo potentials with this. Let me think. At the wall. They have to tech out of that or else the second hit's guaranteed. Plus, you can just do that as well. But maybe that's better. Maybe the second hit is just guaranteed. I doubt it. But sometimes there are things like that. Leo had something like that before. Ooh, look at that. 68 damage. That was a combo. That was 68 damage. So normally, what's her combo damage off this like? Does this not work on smalls? I guess not. I don't really use wall rising too much. I usually just do hot kick. But yeah, that's a combo if you get the distance right. Yeah, 68 damage. And it looks cool too. So that's 67. Alright. And look at that wall carry too. God damn. It's so good. I bet you there's more to this. Man, this is an old school Tekken combo as well, right? Because there's no tailspin. I didn't know that this did 67 damage. So maybe the back 4-4 isn't as good as I thought it was. I didn't remember that 67 damage. I thought that was more. Because I'm used to this. Yeah. And it does 2 more damage. I was thinking of this as like a 16 frame punish, right? And off of that, then it does a hell of a lot more. So it's still really good though. It's still a substitute for a 16 frame punish for sure. I don't know. This is one of those things, because I'm not a combo specialist. I don't know all of Alisa's combos. I don't know her best combos. I just do the ones that work for me. But I mean, here's one thing that's for certain. Wall conversion is fucking great with this as a 16 frame punish. I mean, look at that, right? Okay, cool. Still has some bugs. Yeah, and that does more than that, too. I want to go in the dual boot, but I keep fucking it up somehow. Man, this move is buggy as hell. I'll give that to them. This move is probably one of the buggiest moves I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. At the wall. Alright, so up 4-4. Decrease the range. So that's up, and that's up forward. So I think it's what I was saying previously. I think that her hop kick, her up forward hop kick actually didn't get changed at all. So here, let's do a test from here. So let's do up. Brings me to about there. And then up forward. Brings me, yeah, so there you go. So I was right. So how this is working now is like orbital heal, I guess. If you do up 4-4, then you won't travel as far when you're doing the hop kick. But if you do up forward 4-4, then it'll be the same exact distance. So people were saying that this was a big nerf to a hop kick range, but it wasn't. It was exactly as I thought. You have to read the fine details, people. You have to read the fine details. But this actually wasn't a nerf. This was more of a buff than anything, honestly. There are reasons why you don't want to travel forward when you're doing a hop kick. Just like why Jimmy J, when he uses orbital heal, does the one that keeps him from moving forward. It's because if you're here and you whiff the hop kick and you move forward, well, then it's easier for them to whiff punish than you whiff the hop kick and you're here, right? So that's why. But yeah, so that's a buff. That actually wasn't enough. That was a buff. And I was right. Which feels good. So change opponent's behavior when hit with this one. Okay. Didn't that cause a tailspin on normal hit before? I can't remember. The move was so trash. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The move sucks. So this is now +2 on block, which means that if I set the AI here to record. So what that means then is if I do this, it's essentially working as a little bit of a worse one jab. So that'll trade. Which is good for the Alisa play, because just look at the damage. The thing with chainsaws is that the first hit, for some reason, always does more damage than the next, hits after it. I don't know why. But either way, it does that now. So down 2. Is now 4 frames faster. Is now minus 12. And here's what I was trying to demonstrate before at the wall. So now, at the wall, you can do that for 30 damage as a low. And it's better than doing this at the wall. So in the neutral, if you're an Alisa player, you're still going to want to do this. Because if you do the down 2, then it's not all going to hit. But it's really good at the wall now. And then this now wall bounds. Man, getting this to actually wall bound is a bitch and a half, but yeah. So you can do stuff like that now, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a cool change. So Alisa got buffed. I think I was overreacting to this a bit because I didn't realize Hop Kick did so much damage. But because this just isn't a combo that I do. But regardless, like if you're in the same position and you do that as a punish instead, then boom, right? Or even if you're a little bit closer. Then you get even more if you're closer to the wall. So it's still extremely good. Now something else I want to see real quick is okay, so that doesn't work. So for this, it's probably going to be the same thing as usual. Like that, or something like that. But, yeah, this is a big move. This is really good. Especially at the wall. Like, look at that. 64 damage at the wall. Before, if your opponent was minus 16 and they were at the wall, you would do like this into this. 52 damage. So that's huge. That's really huge. Okay, yeah, Alisa got some big buffs. I overreacted to the back 4-4, but it's still really good.